Are you alright?
The ringing in my ears won't stop. I'm on the floor, and I don't remember falling. My hands are shaking, touching my body, searching for the wound, for the blood. But there's nothing. I'm not shot. Charlotte. Charlotte. Look at me. Sungmin's face appears above mine, his hands on my shoulders. His gun is gone, tucked away somewhere. Behind him, I can see Marcus on the ground, clutching his leg, blood seeping through his fingers. He's screaming, but the ringing makes it sound distant, underwater. You shot him, I whisper. I aimed for his leg. He'll live. Sungmin's voice is ice cold, controlled. But we have a problem. Gunshots mean police, and police mean questions we don't want to answer. He pulls out his phone, makes a call. More Korean, clipped and urgent. Then he's pulling me to my feet, supporting my weight because my legs don't seem to work properly. Listen to me carefully, he says, gripping my face so I have to look at him. When the police come, you tell them the truth. Your husband broke in, threatened you with a gun. I defended you. That's it. Nothing about where you've been. Nothing about why you ran. Just the break-in. Understand? I nod. But everything feels surreal. Marcus is still screaming, calling me names I've heard 1,000 times before. But for the first time, they don't touch me. They're just noise. Sirens wail in the distance, getting closer. Sungmin's men arrive first. 3 of them, moving with military precision. They assess Marcus, apply pressure to his wound, secure his weapon. One of them speaks to Sungmin in Korean, gesturing at the broken door. The blood. The mess. Then the police arrive, and everything becomes chaos. The police station smells like burnt coffee and desperation. I've been here for 6 hours, answering the same questions over and over. A detective named Morrison sits across from me, her eyes sharp but not unkind. Walk me through it again, Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Williams. The name feels like a noose around my neck. My husband broke into Mr. Sung's penthouse. He was armed. He threatened to kill me. Mr. Sung defended me. And why were you at Mr. Sung's penthouse at 4 in the morning? This is the tricky part. The part Sungmin's lawyer, an expensive woman in a sharper suit than any lawyer should own, coached me on. I left my husband 2 days ago because he's been abusing me for 3 years. I had nowhere else to go. Mr. Sung found me and offered me a safe place to stay. Detective Morrison leans back. You expect me to believe that Sungmin, a known criminal figure in this city, just happened to find you and decided to help out of the goodness of his heart? I don't care what you believe. It's the truth. She slides a folder across the table, opens it. Inside are photos. Me, from tonight, my face battered, but also older photos. Medical records I didn't know existed. Emergency room visits over the past 3 years. Broken wrist. Concussion. Fractured cheekbone. These are your medical records, Charlotte. Records that paint a very clear picture of sustained domestic abuse. Detective Morrison's voice softens. I'm not your enemy here. But I need to understand the full picture. My throat tightens. How did you get those? Let's just say someone made sure we had them. She gives me a meaningful look. Sungmin. He had someone pull my records. Your husband is in surgery right now. Non-life-threatening gunshot wound to the thigh. When he wakes up, he's going to tell his version of events, and I guarantee it won't match yours. He'll lie. Most likely. But here's what I need you to understand, Charlotte. You have options. You can press charges against your husband for assault, for the break-in, for threatening your life. We have enough evidence to make it stick. Or you can walk away. And this becomes, he said, she said. I think about Marcus in a hospital bed. Marcus, who will charm the nurses, who will cry and say he was just trying to get his sick wife back. Marcus, who always finds a way to twist the truth. What about Sung Min? What about him? Will he be charged? Detective Morrison closes the folder. That's complicated. He claims self-defense. We have witnesses who saw your husband enter the building armed. Forensics will confirm whose gun fired first. And frankly, given your husband's history of violence, any DA would have a hard time making charges stick. She pauses. But Charlotte, Sung Min is not a good man. You understand that, right? Whatever he's offering you, it comes with strings. I know what he is. Do you? Because men like him don't help people for free. There's always a price. They release me 8 hours later. Sung Min is waiting outside the station, leaning against a black car. When he sees me, he straightens, and something in his expression shifts. Relief, maybe. You held up well, he says as I approach. Is that a compliment? It's an observation. He opens the car door. For me. We need to talk. But not here. The safe house is in a neighborhood I don't recognize. A modest townhouse, nothing like his penthouse. Inside, it's clean and functional. 2 of Sung Min's men are posted outside. You'll stay here until we figure out next steps, Sung Min says, walking through the space like he's done this before. It's secure. Off the grid. Marcus won't find you here. The detective said. Marcus is going to tell his version. When he wakes up. Let him. I've already made sure the evidence tells a different story. Sung Min pours himself a drink, then seems to think better of it, and pours me one too. The hospital records, the witness statements, the forensics. It all points to one truth. Your husband is a violent man who tried to kill you. And I stopped him. I take the glass but don't drink. She said, You're not a good man. That helping me comes with a price. Sung Min meets my eyes. She's not wrong. So what's the price? What do you want from me? He's quiet for a long moment, staring into his drink. When he finally speaks, his voice is softer than I've ever heard it. My sister's name was Hannah. She was 23 when she died. Her husband beat her for 2 years before it finally killed her. Broke her neck and made it look like an accident. His jaw clenches. I was building my empire, too focused on power and territory to notice she was suffering. By the time I found out, she was already gone. Sung Min, I don't want your pity. I'm telling you this so you understand. I couldn't save Hannah. But when I saw you in that alley, bleeding and broken, I saw a second chance. A chance to do what I should have done for my sister. He sets down his drink and looks at me. The price, Charlotte, is that you let me help you. You trust me when I say I'll keep you safe. And you don't run back to him, no matter how much he apologizes or promises to change. I'm never going back to him. Good. Because here's what happens next. Marcus will be released from the hospital in a few days. The police will investigate. But with his record and the evidence, they'll likely press charges. Assault with a deadly weapon, breaking and entering, attempted murder if we're lucky. But the legal system is slow, and men like Marcus know how to work it. He might make bail. The thought makes my stomach drop. And if he does? If he does, he'll come looking for you again. But this time, he won't find you unprepared. Sung Min's expression hardens. This time, we'll be ready. 3 days pass. 3 days of living in limbo, watching the news, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Sung Min visits every evening, bringing updates and food I barely touch. His men rotate shifts outside, silent guardians, who never speak to me but somehow make me feel safer than I have in years. On the 4th day, Mrs. Park arrives with clothes, toiletries, and something unexpected. A laptop. Mr. Sung thinks you should have something to do, she says in halting English. To keep mine busy. I open the laptop and find it already set up. No password, just a clean desktop, and an internet connection. For the first time in years, I have access to the world without Marcus monitoring my every click. I start researching. Domestic violence resources, divorce lawyers, women's shelters. But then I make a mistake. I search for Marcus. The news articles appear, and my blood runs cold. Local man shot in home invasion, wife missing. Husband fights for life after attack, fears for wife's safety. Desperate search for missing woman, husband pleads for her return. They've painted him as the victim. Marcus, with his charming smile and crocodile tears, has convinced the media that I'm the one who needs help. That I'm mentally unstable. That he's the loving husband desperate to bring his sick wife home. I'm reading the comments of people calling me ungrateful, calling me crazy when Sung Min arrives. You shouldn't read that garbage, he says, taking the laptop. They believe him. Everyone believes him. Not everyone. The police have the evidence. They know the truth. Evidence doesn't matter if no one wants to see it. I stand, pacing the small living room. He's going to get away with this. He always gets away with it. No, he won't. Sung Min's voice is steel. I told you, Charlotte. In my world, problems get solved permanently. The way he says it sends a chill down my spine. What does that mean? It means I have people looking into Marcus. His finances, his connections, his secrets. Everyone has secrets, Charlotte. And when we find his, we'll use them. You mean blackmail? I mean survival. You want to be free of him? Then you need to fight with every weapon available. And sometimes, the sharpest weapons aren't guns or knives. They're information. Before I can respond, one of his men bursts in, speaking in Korean. Sung Min's expression goes dark. What is it? I ask. Marcus made bail 2 hours. The room tilts. What? How? He has friends in high places. Friends I didn't know about. Sung Min is already on his phone, issuing orders. We need to move you. Now. Where? Somewhere he'll never think to look. But Charlotte. He grabs my arm, forcing me to focus on him. He's not coming alone. My sources say he's hired people. Professionals. He wants you found. And he's willing to pay for it. Terror floods my system. How much time do we have? Not enough. We're halfway to the door when Sung Min's phone rings. He answers, listens, and his face goes completely blank. That scares me more than anything. What? I demand. There's more. Marcus reached out to my enemies. The Italians. He's offering them information about my operations in exchange for their help finding you. My blood turns to ice. He's making you a target. Because of me. This isn't your fault. Yes, it is. You should never have helped me. You should have left me in that alley. Sung Min grabs my shoulders, his grip firm, but not painful. Listen to me. I've been in this business for 15 years. I've survived gang wars, federal investigations, and assassination attempts. Your husband is a coward who beats women. He doesn't scare me. His eyes bore into mine. But you need to decide right now. Are you going to run? Or are you going to stand and fight? I don't know how to fight him. Then I'll teach you. But you have to choose, Charlotte. Run forever, always looking over your shoulder. Or end this. Really end this. I think about the past 3 years. The fear, the pain, the slow death of everything I used to be. I think about Hana, Sung Min's sister, who never got a chance to fight back. And I think about every woman like us, trapped in houses that should be homes, with men who should be lovers, but are really just monsters wearing human faces. I'll fight, I whisper. Tell me what to do. Something like pride flashes in Sung Min's eyes. First, we get you somewhere safe. Then, We go on the offensive. The warehouse smells like oil and concrete. It's one of Sung-min's properties, he explains, used for legitimate shipping but also for less legitimate meetings. We're in a back office, surrounded by 6 of his men. All armed. All watching me with expressions I can't read. Sung-min spreads papers across a desk. Photos of Marcus. Building layouts. Financial records. This is everything we've gathered in the past 72 hours. He says, your husband has a gambling problem. Bad enough that he owes money to some very dangerous people. He's also been embezzling from his company, cooking the books to cover his debts. He made sure you knew nothing. Sung-min points to another set of documents. He also has an offshore account. Money he's been hiding from the IRS, from his employer, from you. Enough to start over somewhere new. Understanding dawns. He was planning to run. Eventually, yes, but you threw off his timeline. Now he's desperate. Desperate men make mistakes. One of Sung-min's men says something in Korean. Sung-min's expression darkens. Well, one of Sung-min's expression. What? I ask. They found him, Marcus and his hired guns. They're at your old apartment building right now, questioning neighbors. We need to call the police. The police can't protect you from hired killers, Charlotte. But I can. Sung-min looks at his men, then back at me. I'm going to make you an offer. One time. You can say no, and I'll respect that. But if you say yes, there's no going back. My heart skipped. What offer? Let me handle Marcus. Permanently. Not killing him, he adds quickly. But making sure he never comes near you again. I have ways of doing that. Legal ways, mostly. But they require you to trust me completely. And if I say no? Then I'll set you up with everything you need to disappear. New identity, money, a fresh start somewhere far from here. You'll be safe, but you'll always be, looking over your shoulder. I look at the photos of Marcus spread across the desk. Marcus, smiling at our wedding. Marcus, at his company Christmas party. Marcus, the charming husband, the successful businessman, the pillar of the community. All lies. What would you do? I ask. To handle him permanently? Sung-min considers his words carefully. I'd make sure the authorities have everything they need to put him away for a very long time. The embezzlement. The gambling debts. The abuse. All of it. And I'd make sure his dangerous friends know he's a liability. Men like that, when they become more trouble than they're worth, they disappear from relevance very quickly. You'd ruin his life. I'd give him the consequences he deserves. The consequences the law should have given him years ago. It should be a harder decision. But it's not. Because I'm tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of running. Tired of being small. Do it, I say. End this. Sung-min nods once. Then turns to his men and issues orders in Korean. They move immediately, pulling out phones, speaking in hushed tones. Whatever machine Sung-min just set in motion, it's already working. There's one more thing, Sung-min says, pulling out a gun. You need to learn how to protect yourself. I don't know how to use a gun. You will. By tomorrow. And not just guns. Self-defense, situational awareness. How to spot danger before it spots you. He sets the gun down on the desk between us. I can't always be there to protect you. Charlotte, you need to be able to protect yourself. Before I can respond, alarms blare through the warehouse. Red lights flash. Sung-min's men immediately draw their weapons, moving into defensive positions. What's happening? My voice comes out as a whisper. Someone's breached the perimeter. Sung-min's already moving, pulling me toward a back room. It's either the Italians or Marcus. Either way, we're out of time. He pushes me into a reinforced room, a panic room, and hands me a phone. Stay here. If you hear gunshots, call this number. My second in command will get you out. Where are you going? To finish this. He turns to leave. Sung Min. He stops, looks back. Don't die for me. I'm not worth it. Something softens in his hard expression. Yes, you are. You just don't know it yet. Then he's gone. And I'm alone in the dark, listening to footsteps and shouts echoing through the warehouse. My heart is in my throat. My hands shaking so badly, I can barely hold the phone. Minutes pass like hours. I hear crashes. Shouts. What might be gunfire? But I can't be sure. Every sound makes me flinch. Every silence is worse. Then voices. Getting closer. English. Not Korean. She's got to be here somewhere. Check every room. Marcus. That's Marcus's voice. I back into the corner of the panic room, making myself as small as possible. The door is reinforced, Sung Min said. Locked from the inside. Marcus can't get in. He can't. The door handle rattles. Once, twice. Charlotte, I know you're in there. Open this door. I don't move. You think you can hide from me? He's hitting the door now, each impact making me jump. The metal holds, but I don't know for how long. When I get my hands on you, Charlotte, I'm going to make you wish you'd never been born. Do you hear me? I'm going to. His voice cuts off. There's a thud. Then silence. I wait, counting heartbeats, too terrified to move. Then, a knock. 3 times. Rhythmic. Sung Min's signal. Charlotte. It's over. You can come out. I crack the door open. Sung Min stands there, his suit jacket torn, a cut above his eyebrow bleeding. Behind him, I can see Marcus on the ground, unconscious, with zip ties around his wrists. 2 of Sung Min's men stand over him. Is he? Alive, for now. Sung Min helps me out of the room. The men he hired ran when they realized who they were up against. Marcus was too obsessed to run. He came straight for you. I stare at Marcus's unconscious form. The man who terrorized me for 3 years. Who made me small and afraid. Who broke me piece by piece. He looks pathetic now. Almost human. What happens to him? I ask. The police are on their way. We called them ourselves. They'll find him here, with an illegal firearm, having broken into private property, in violation of his bail. Add that to the evidence we've compiled about his embezzlement and debts, and he's looking at serious prison time. And the Italians? Will lose interest when they realize Marcus has nothing valuable to offer them. Sung Min touches my face gently, examining me for injuries. You're safe, Charlotte. For the first time in years. I should feel relieved, victorious. But all I feel is numb. Why do I feel like this? I whisper. Like I'm empty? Because you've been surviving for so long, you forgot what it feels like to actually live. Sung Min's voice is gentle. That will come back. It takes time, but it will come back. 3 months later. The coffee shop is warm and busy, filled with the sounds of steaming milk and casual conversation. I sit by the window, watching people walk by. And for the first time in years, I'm not watching for danger. I'm just watching. My phone buzzes. A text from Sung Min. How's the new apartment? I smile and type back. Perfect. Thank you. Wednesday, my treat. Over the past 3 months, my life has transformed. Marcus is in prison, awaiting trial on multiple charges. The divorce papers are filed. I got a job at a bookstore, something simple and peaceful. And I'm seeing a therapist who specializes in trauma recovery. I'm learning how to be Charlotte again. Not Marcus's wife. Sung Min kept his promise. He didn't just save me. He gave me the tools to save myself. The self-defense classes, the therapy referrals, the job connections. He's been there, but not hovering. Present, but not controlling. Everything, Marcus, wasn't. People ask me sometimes if I'm dating Sung Min. The answer is complicated. He's the reason I'm alive, the reason I'm free. But I'm not ready for that. Maybe I never will be. And he seems to understand that. Some debts can't be repaid. Some connections can't be defined. Sung Min and I exist in a space between gratitude and friendship, between savior and saved, between the person I was and the person I'm becoming. My phone buzzes again. This time it's a news alert. Marcus Williams sentenced to 15 years in prison for embezzlement, assault, attempted murder. I stare at the headline for a long moment. 15 years. He'll be in his 50s when he gets out. I'll be 39. Living a life he'll never touch again. I delete the notification and finish my coffee. The sun is shining. When I step outside, the air smells like autumn and possibility. I have a shift at the bookstore in an hour. Therapy. Tomorrow, lunch with Sung Min on Wednesday. I have a life that's mine and only mine. I think about Hana, Sung Min's sister, who never got this chance. About all the women who don't make it out. And I make a promise to myself, right there on that sunny sidewalk, I'll live, not just survive, but really live, for me, for Hana, for everyone who deserved a second chance and never got one. Behind me, I know Sung Min probably has someone watching, making sure I'm safe. Old habits die hard, especially for men like him. But I don't mind, because for the first time in 3 years, being watched doesn't feel like prison. It feels like freedom. Thank you so much for watching Charlotte's story. If her journey touched your heart, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, help is available. You deserve to be safe. You deserve to be free. Drop a comment. 1. Telling me where you're watching from and what you thought of Charlotte and Sung Min's story. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.